Oh, welcome in, you guys. I have a confession. I told people this at 5 o'clock. I got to let Facebook know, too. I've never been to a state fair.
I can't believe that. Never a county fair?
No, county fair. What?
Yeah, no.
No, so I'm from Chicago. We talked about this. They have like neighborhood festivals, and people are like hyper local, I think, to their neighborhood.
Sure.
But you know, they had Taste of Chicago, which was a big deal. That's kind of festival-y.
It is.
Festive.
Illinois has to have a state fair because it is an agricultural state.
I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying I was never there.
Been.
It's probably ends up being farther south, but
sure.
Let's be clear here. Chicago and Illinois are two different things.
Okay, fair enough. I get that.
But things are done a little bit differently here in Indianapolis. So I am looking forward to that. It's coming up at the end of July, first couple of weeks of August, so it should be fun.
It is so fun. So each county typically has a fair.
Okay.
And there is a county queen that then will compete for the state fair queen.
Oh.
And there's lots
Is that children? Can we apply?
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
No, we're too old.
Okay, listen.
And I was out because I never had a talent. Like, I think my parents looked into it for Hamilton County, and I'm like, I don't sing, I don't dance.
You need like a visible, you have talent, but you need like a visible talent. Yeah.
So I didn't qualify. And lots of 4-H, so students that show pigs and cows and all sorts of things. And there's baking and, what is it, Roscoe, the largest cheese, butter sculpture.
Yeah. Or cheese sculpture?
Is it cheese? So it's this big hunk of cheese that then somebody sculpts something, and it's amazing. You're going to have so much fun.
I am open-minded, and while you guys are at it, jump in our comments. Not only shout out what city, what town you're watching from. I was going to say calling in from, that you're watching from, but also let me know your favorite state fair memories, some state fair tips that you think I need to know, and if you're coming up with any good talents for Angela.
Yeah, I could still use one.
It's never too late. No, you got your talent.
I will.
If we sang, we wouldn't be here together because we'd be off somewhere.
Yeah, we'd be Beyonce's backup singers. You know what else is big out there is band day. So it's an entire day, entire night of all these bands that work so hard, you know, all through the summer. So they're out of school, but they are still working every day, and it really is. It's a fun part.
Are you trying to plug the Boilermaker band?
No, they're not. They can't do it either. These are high school kids. Only high school kids.
Okay.
So these are high school bands from across the state, and it's usually like the first weekend, if not the first couple days of the fair.
Okay.
Really, really fun.
Well, you go ahead and jump in those comments. Let us jump into some weather.
You got it. And we are going to jump right out of the heat come the weekend. It was, I'm going to say it, I went out early this morning, and it was miserable, and it was 80. That was our low so far for the day. Now, we still may change that because we somewhat have a more refreshing breeze overhead that's bringing the humidity down a little bit. We currently have 82 in Indianapolis, which is much better than what we had this time last night. 83 Bloomington, 81 Columbus, and we're down into the 70s, mid-70s, in fact, for Kokomo. We'll all be down into the 70s early tomorrow morning, so not nearly as hot or as muggy as it was today. Now, still plenty warm and muggy tomorrow, 86 by noon, and we'll be back into the low 90s for highs. We could use some rain. I had a couple of sprinkles at my house. We tracked
literally a couple.
A couple. It wasn't even enough to wet the pavement completely. That's how much this system fell apart. And it was one we were tracking in Iowa when we talked about this last night, that oftentimes when we get into this dry pattern, it's very difficult to break. So the same areas tend to get the rain, and that was the case again today, north and east of Indianapolis, and then we had some redevelopment to the south, and that's been the case for the last couple of weeks. What you see across Illinois, not headed our way. That's also going to dive south and east. So storm chances are limited the next 24 hours. It's going to be another hot, muggy day. Could a storm or two pop up? Yes. However, there is some analysis hinting that we get a better chance of widespread rain as we get into early Friday morning.
Oh,
I know. It looks promising.
Oh.
But is this next complex going to do the same thing that the others have? So it gets here, falls apart, you get some north, you get some south, and nothing in the middle. And we need it in the middle because we're nearing about 5 inches below average for rainfall since June 1st for the city of Indianapolis.
Absolutely. I think we all need it. Again, I said this yesterday. Heart goes out to our folks working the land.
Yeah.
I understand that is certainly a really big deal for you all out there. So something to keep in mind. Okay. Coming up at 11, let me just cover this really quick. Many, of course, are talking about the surge of crime in Indianapolis, and it's happening in many other cities across the country. You know, you have pandemic conditions, you have summer conditions. It's a lot of things going on in the world, and when those mix, unfortunately, we tend to see this surge in crime. So at 11 p.m., Lauren Kostick is going to share what one local mentoring program is doing and how they're reaching out to help the community, which might inspire some of you all at home. And then we have a snapshot of the abortion protest that happened at the Capitol today, at the State House today, and what could be discussed at the upcoming legislative session, that special session that Governor Holcomb is calling, which is supposed to happen 3 weeks from now, okay? So we're going to cover all of that coming up at 11 o'clock, but back to this state fair.
Lots of comments.
Okay.
I mean, thank you so much. I mean, we have a vote from Tanya for the free stage, so it's free music oftentimes. Elephant ears and the lemon shake-up. Have you ever had a lemon shake-up?
No. What goes into the shake and the up?
It's water, ice, fresh squeezed lemon, and sugar, and then you shake it up.
Okay.
So good.
I have had a vodka lemonade, but I don't think that's what you're referring to.
No, but it is interesting that you bring up alcohol. That changed, I don't even know how many years ago, but they do craft beers, and one of the famous things that they're doing this year is the fancy Bloody Mary.
Yes. Do we have the pictures or video, you guys? Let us know if we do.
My goodness.
Oh, yeah, we do. Look at that. Okay, so it's that top picture in the middle right there that looks like it's just a blob of food. Well, that blob, we just want to stuff our face in that blob. That is the Bloody Mary that they're talking about, and it's supposed to be donuts on there. There's a whole pulled pork sandwich on there, a bunch of other fried things on there that make it bloody and merry.
Yummy.
And yeah, look at all this other stuff. This is like dill pickled pizza.
No, I think I'm gonna pass on that one.
I know. There's a corn dog on a stick, deep fried.
And the cheese on a stick, deep fried. I mean, you can't go bad.
So funny.
Pamela says she loves the animals, the exhibits, the clown band. The clown band is pretty fun.
Okay, explain this.
They're kind of, they just kind of go around and they're just happy and they get people to dance and they're fun.
Oh, forced crowd participation, I don't know.
Oh.
Are you sure they're fun?
Yeah, they're fun.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Kim had rain in Muncie.
Okay.
Yay, Kim. Joyce had rain in Versailles. Yay, Joyce.
Here we go. Tanya said, or that's Tanya, right?
It's Tanya.
She said, I like alcohol too. That's my girl. That's my girl. Okay, no shame in your game. I love it. Oh, Tanya, thank you so much. Glenn, hey, hi, how you doing?
Aw.
I know. Nancy, hello. Great trumpet players live in Syracuse. Okay.
Oh,
Catherine.
No, that's for my dad. That's a shout out to my dad. My dad lives up in Syracuse, Indiana.
I love it.
And he plays in a band and he plays the trumpet and has played the trumpet for as long as I've been alive and played the Lord's Prayer at both my wedding and my sister's wedding. Little fun fact about my dad.
You don't get any more Indiana than that.
And a trumpet and the Lord's Prayer.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
And
I
somebody
absolutely
said
love
the
it.
Illinois State Fair's in Springfield. So that would make sense that you know,
I
aren't anywhere
probably
near.
went to Springfield as a child. I think we went in 3rd grade, but didn't go any other time. So funny. Oh, Nancy Ellis says, hey, Angela, your dad says you are 1 in a million.
Thanks, Nancy. I have a good dad.
That is so sweet. I hope I get to meet him one time.
Oh, yeah, we can make that.
Wait, who was that from Florida? Someone, Palm Coast, Florida, Catherine Heller.
Ooh.
I always feel like those Floridians are trying to rub something in our face there.
Oh, we might be hotter than you today, so we have the leg up there.
Yes, I love it. Sean Harris, ready for rain. You and me both, Sean.
Oh, Monica says the dairy bar. So if Scott were here, he would say the dairy.
Scott loves sweets.
Yeah, the dairy bar or the dairy barn. It kind of looks like a barn, but I guess it's called the dairy bar. Fresh milkshakes, the best grilled cheese you'll ever have. And then they always do a fancy special milkshake for each summer. So I don't know which one that will be this year.
When you say fancy, not like pickled ice cream.
No, like a cappuccino mint something or other.
Oh, that sounds doable.
Yeah, they do something like that. And if you're lucky, they will let you put on an apron and a hat and you can work the window.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky, it's a good time. It's a good time.
I've been tricked like that before.
Oh, no, there's no tricks here because then they let you leave with a milkshake and a grilled cheese.
both at the same time.
Right.
Okay, I'm getting the sense that there's no calorie counting at this shindig.
No.
Okay, it's going to be a fun time. I am open-minded. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to some Hoosier hospitality out there.
Yeah, and me too. And actually, what they're doing, I don't even really know how to pronounce the word charcuterie board.
Yeah, close enough.
So that looked kind of interesting because it looked like it had a little bit of sweet, a little bit of savory, a little bit of salty, so you could get a little bit of everything on one little tray.
And that's what I like. I'm a woman. I want it all. Give it to me. Okay, before we let the folks go, let's give one more check of the weather for anyone who might have missed it off the top.
Hot and humid again tomorrow. Will be low to mid 90s, a pop-up storm. There's a chance. I'm going to say chance because we've said that all week. You know, we warned you that these complexes are difficult.
Yep.
Sometimes they fall apart before they get here. We saw that today. There's a chance it holds together Friday morning. Something we'll watch and keep you updated on. We definitely need the rain.
Okay, Angela, thank you so much. You make everything better. You all tune into 13 News at 11. We've got these stories, so much more that we're going to be talking about to get you ready for Thursday and, of course, for next week as well. Stay with us. We'll see you then.